My fourth Big Bang in the East Midlands, and they seem to be growing and getting more exciting every year. It's fantastic. For young people of the East Midlands, this is an exciting opportunity for them to meet local employers, to see what is required in the East Midlands in terms of careers for the future, and it gives them an opportunity to explore. We've got a really great range of people here from different companies across the East Midlands, particularly from the Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire regions, and there's even more children here than normal, so more people to inspire. Do you know, I think just the combination of everything makes a Big Bang Fair as exciting as it is. I think if you just have stands, then you've finished looking at them within an hour. The fact that you can go to a show and you can get some real good advice from people, you can be inspired by some shows that are showing you different things that can be achieved with science. I think it's the combination of everything that makes a Big Bang STEM Fair. For me, the purpose of these events is about igniting a spark in young people, about getting them thinking about what the opportunities are in STEM, getting them recognising the local companies that could be their future employers, and getting them future thinking about what we need in our world to make it a better future for all of us.
Well, I think that anybody who's sort of been around the event today can see all the excitement and the enthusiasm of the young people, and helping them to understand about STEM and all the different opportunities that there are in this area of the East Midlands is great, and it's the first time I've been to this, and I'm really enthused and excited by how it's gone. I think one of the things that we're trying to get across to young people with this sort of event is the variety of work that you can get into with STEM, and of course another big message is it's not just for boys, the girls can do it as well.
So the Big Bang's about getting businesses, universities, all outreach together, showcasing projects, getting really interesting shows together, just to spark a bit of interest in the STEM subjects to young people. I'd like to say a big thank you to E4E and Derby City Council for sponsoring the event. It's really important. We've got 2,500 people here today, and because of them and other organisations that are here, including High Speed Rail, Atkins, the ICE, a lot of institutions, because of the combined force of that, we're able to actually have worthwhile STEM engagements with young people and encourage them into becoming engineers and scientists.
We're a 360-degree entertainment educational company, teaching 12 subjects and over 150 shows. We're expecting lots of children, and our main aim today is just to engage with these children, to introduce them to the different subjects that we teach, and the different careers that they can actually have, because there's many careers in astronomy, not just an astronomer like me, but there are other careers as well. We don't just meet children and just say hi and bye, we actually physically talk to them. After the shows, whether it's an academic school show, they receive like a little worksheet. On that worksheet are questions based on the national curriculum or Common Entrance 13 syllabus. And we constantly stay in touch with the schools and children. We do a lot of free events where we can try and encourage them. These are the different careers. I, over the years, have employed about 20 different students in my time, and we say to them, look, these are the jobs available, and we're willing to put our time on the line, so you come and work for us, see what it's actually like, and they see a direct link. And that's what inspiration is really about. It's about showing them a direct link to an actual career prospect.
We're an engineering college specialising in GCSEs and engineering with an engineering and STEM focus. It's an opportunity to showcase our school as a local school in Derby on Pride Park. So our approach to the curriculum is quite different to a conventional school. All of our projects at GCSE and A-level are linked and mapped to local employers. So for instance, Rolls-Royce, Bombardier, Toyota are our main sponsors. as a result of that, we can introduce projects and a real world approach to problem solving, which is what the engineering industry is crying out for.
What are you hoping to achieve with what you do?
First of all, publicity and getting the UTC out in the public domain and awareness to local schools and also local pupils, so hopefully they can see how good we are and sign up for September. It's the second year we've done it. Really happy with the first year, hence why we're back this year. We've got quite a big stand if you've seen it, quite a lot of technology out there for the kids to have a play on. So yeah, really impressive.
So I'm Atomic Tom from Atomic Science. We are running a number of shows today. It's all quite high energy, lots of enthusiasm, good visual experiments, and it's all about having good fun really. Today specifically we're learning about air, a lot to do with the transport industry, logistics and things like that who we've got with us today. So we're kind of using that as an excuse to do some of our best experiments. We've been blowing toilet roll around. We've done a lung capacity experiment where we've got half the audience soaked, things like that, all just good fun stuff. Well, the possibilities in the STEM career sector are phenomenal. There's pretty much anything, you know, you can get into anything through a good base of the STEM subjects. So we just kind of want to show people that. We want to show them that there might be little things that can inspire them and hopefully just make them think, yeah, I can go off in this way and that way. I think it's particularly important in Britain as well. We don't have a lot of natural resources. We've got good education sector, so we need to build on that. It's all going to be intellectual property, I feel, for us in the future. So we need more of these guys feeling a passion for STEM subjects, wanting to get into it. Unfortunately also, the kind of early teens is when children start to move away from the STEM subjects, it appears. So having events like this and trying to bring them back into it, show them how interesting it can be, show them the possibilities that they have, we can keep them involved.
So what we're doing today is we're trying to encourage young people to get involved in STEM subjects. We're trying to talk to them and engage with them to encourage them to become young engineers of the future, creating that fantastic pipeline that we need in Derby. So today, to engage the children, we brought a range of activities that we actually use in our plan to train our members, our employees, and it's given the young people an opportunity to have a go, generate some electricity and have a go at dexterity skills whilst learning about engineering. We work with primary schools as well as secondary schools to motivate, engage and encourage young people to continue with their studies, to work hard, to gain those qualifications which will help them become the engineers of the future.
Both myself and the students have really enjoyed the variety of exhibits that are out there today, from medical to railways to engineering. The whole, you know, across all areas has been really good. They've enjoyed it. From the events, what I've really enjoyed today is the competition that's been, because that's the bit that I've been focusing on with the 6 students from Littleover. We had Learn by Design came into the school and talked to all 300 Year 8s and gave some workshops with those. From that we had a competition in school to get them to the final stage, and the 6 that have come today have worked really hard and presented their work to proper judges that have come round, and you know, people from engineering, people with backgrounds in engineering who are asking really deep questions of their projects, and they've appreciated that. It's real, it's not just a competition in school, it's real things from industry, and it's things that they take away with them.
Our school's an engineering school and the Big Bang really associates with engineering, so we have a lot of connections such as Rolls-Royce and Toyota who are sponsors, and due to that we get to come here and see more of it and see more companies as well as our main sponsors as well. We have a bit of engineering experience because we go to an engineering school, so if there's any younger kids that are interested in engineering, we can tell them what we know, because obviously with our things that we like, our courses that we do have quite a lot of experience with engineering, so if there's any questions they want to ask us, we can help a bit.
Well, I found that the science and the engineering have stuck out for me.
I've really enjoyed the medical side of it, so all the CPR training and stuff. I feel like we could really use that in our lives. I really liked the exotic creature show because I'd like to go into a job like that when I'm older. Before coming here I didn't really know much about engineering. I definitely didn't really think about it for my future, but now I'm definitely considering it.